This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore. Tucker Carlson is a lot of things. Tucker Carlson has been many things in his life. He has been someone who has attempted rational, reasonable, mainstream journalism, being a guy who worked for CNN. I believe he worked for MSNBC. But now he's in the belly of the beast. He is full-on conspiracy theory dum-dum. So much so that last night on his show, he went on, and by the way, he's attempting to, again, just like Marjorie Taylor Greene and Lauren Boebert and others, rewrite history related to what took place during the insurrection on January 6th, the attempted overthrow of the United States government, a failed coup attempt, a violent mob attacking the United States Capitol, attempting to overturn a free and fair American election, just an anti-democratic move all the way around. He's put out a documentary that's calling it a false flag. So he's way off the map into conspiracy theory territory. And last night on his show, he demonstrated it so much that he's taking up for Alex Jones, the water's making the frogs gay Alex Jones, calling him a journalist and more credible than mainstream journalists at CBS and NBC. It was a sight to behold. It was even for Tucker Carlson, and I don't got a lot of faith in Tucker Carlson. I don't have much respect for him as a man, as a journalist, as a commentator. But even this surprised me. Watch this.
But it doesn't matter. He's criticized Joe Biden. He could be going to jail again. Now the committee has decided to shut down one of the most popular journalists on the right, Alex Jones. Yes, journalist. Jones is often mocked for his flamboyance, but the truth is he has been a far better guide to reality in recent years. In other words, a far better journalist than, say, NBC News national security correspondent Ken Delanian or Margaret Brennan of CBS. Alex Jones never bought the Russia hoax, not for a second. And if Jones sat down with Tony Fauci, he would ask him real questions, just as journalists are supposed to do. He wouldn't just slobber all over him. But Alex Jones makes fun of Joe Biden, so the January 6th committee is threatening him with prison. Now, the irony here, and there are many layers of irony here, but the main one is that Alex Jones isn't simply innocent of inciting crime on January 6th. Alex Jones actively worked to prevent crimes from taking place on January 6th. We're not running interference for Alex Jones, and we're not guessing about it. We happen to know this for a fact because we looked into it in some detail for Patriot Purge. It's our 3-part documentary series on Fox Nation. Here are the facts.
Tucker Carlson originals. What a jackass. Listen, to call Alex Jones a journalist who is a far better guide to reality is galaxy brain nonsense. Alex Jones, who is banned from YouTube and Twitter and just about anywhere with any reputation whatsoever, is someone who doxed the families who lost their children at Sandy Hook. He is a vile and sinister, reprehensible character, a liar and a scumbag. And those who associate with him are also those things. That goes for Tucker Carlson. That goes for Joe Rogan. Anybody who puts their arms around this piece of garbage should be held accountable. He should be persona non grata among polite and reasonable society. And here we have Tucker Carlson making a case that he's an esteemed journalist and that he's being persecuted because he makes fun of Joe Biden. If everybody who mocked Joe Biden was being targeted and persecuted by the government, there would be no one left. It is nonsense jerk-offery. Anyway, What do you think? I'd love to know. You can call, leave me a brief voicemail, 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me, daily@dollemore.com. I would absolutely love to hear from you. By extension, I'd love to hear from you on social media. You can follow me there. I'm at Dollemore just about everywhere. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. I'm around. If you appreciate what I do, if you get some value out of what I do on a day-to-day basis, you can go to patreon.com/IDoubtItPodcast. That is one way to support my work. Another is to click the join button below this video, become a channel member for as little as $1.99 a month. You can help support and produce what I do here. That would be great. I love you guys. Tired of having to talk about this nonsense. Would love to get in deep dives into policy and wonky stuff, but this is a threat, a very real threat to our nation, and it needs to be addressed because if we ignore it, it will only empower them and imperil us even more. Anyway, I love you guys. I will see you next time. Until I do, be genuine. Take care of one another.